wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I get back up.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 30 base.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Check the backer.
Pilot, 64, read. Check 9. Set, go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check right. 6 protein spill. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Set up. 10-2 stop.
Check the hot read.
Topper. Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double. Check nickel.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check 55, Mike. I got it. Mike 55.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Greystone, Travis.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Lee Griffin.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get this,
Hey, Sam off.
This is Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Mike 55. Check.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, a nice little juke. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo.
Kill.
General West. Get it.
Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
60 Pittsburgh. 5.
Hey, eat. Hey, keep it up.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 55! Mike 55!
Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Snap, ready. 70 Indy. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Let's go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 1, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Right on.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
55's my guy, 55. Did you get this, boy?
Throwing on first down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Say.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike.
5.
Now Jones throwing again. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
10-2, sir.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Blue draw Corford. Hey, orbit. Now.
From the gun, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
On the double. Squeeze, get in there. He called 132 fights. He's coming. He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Hines, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 29, Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. On first down, Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Rabbit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones completes it to Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 55. We ain't giving up nothing to just smooth. 55 to Mike. Check 5.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Quarterback, don't get
Look, squeeze.
swear you up. Don't get nervous. Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, lock it.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Let go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that rep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Red 50. Plant. Man. Check.
This is Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got
Operating from the gun. Love is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Check 43.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Under 10, under 10. Wow.
Second and 2. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on, set. 18, David. Let's put him on the butt. David, let's put that team on the butt.
2nd and 15. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Hey, Alpha. Check right.
Jones now. Going to throw again. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's get the ball.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Check, check, check.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Team 6. Team 6.
They're going to try and throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 You're out.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
What happened?
A toss running left. It's Hines. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that up? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 10 Tucson. Show it up. Show it up. Ready, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check, squeeze, get in there. Let's go.
From the gun, Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready. 90. Roll. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, throw down. Watch 84.
Watch twist. General, west.
They run again with Hines. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
The score, Colts 29, Giants 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Just keeping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones on 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, this one complete to Coleman. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back and interception return for a Colts TD.
Quick six. That's what they call us.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run it again with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Yep.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Yo, go, go.
Give me something. Here we go.
No. Off. Check. 55.
Yes.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zip. Get ready.
The toss out to Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Barkley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley.
I got you, boy.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,